everybody. My name is Beverly, and over the past couple of days, I've been sharing my perspective on the current job market and everything that's been going on. Because as a CEO of a company who's been leading operations both in the for-profit, nonprofit sector in a variety of different fields, I think there's so many things that are broken in the system, and I want to help people help themselves and empower them. And so I was thinking about how I saw people in the comments of one of my last videos sharing about the game and like how it all feels like games and nobody's teaching you how to play it. And because there's no money in teaching you how to play the game, because if you learn how to play the game, then you're not going to buy the tools that don't help you. It's all kind of, anyway. So I'm going to teach you how to do that if it's helpful, because I only want to create stuff that's supplemental and helpful to people. So I need to have folks, and this is also specifically for corporate and my experience. I can only speak from my experience in corporate. If you decide that you want to play the game starts before you even think about an application. It starts the moment you decide to play it. The game starts the moment you decide to play it. And so for this video, I'm going to specifically talk about one platform that I rarely see people, especially as they're coming in with applications for me, in my roles and things I've posted over the last 10 years, rarely leveraging correctly. And it's because you're not taught. And I'm going to teach you. This is free because I want you guys to win. LinkedIn, I know, but just bear with me. You were taught, or a lot of people were taught, because I've been sitting in some of these career counseling sessions or whatever the case, and I've led some in the past too, and I've seen this work. You've been taught, like, oh, just set up your LinkedIn, put up your picture, put up your stuff, connect with people. It's not the game. This is the game. Put a profile picture that is of you. You can literally set your phone up like this. Make sure that it's your face looks nice and clear. Your skin is clear. It's easy to see your face, everything. Make sure you have a cover photo up as well. You can use literally a skyline picture. No one cares, but it should look lived in. The point is that your LinkedIn should look lived in. Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your resume and you're gonna put it into an AI tool of your choosing. You're gonna prompt that AI tool to take your resume and create a LinkedIn profile with all those different categorizations and things like that based off of your resume. And make sure you ask it to be robust so that it looks full and it looks lived in. You're then gonna take it, you're gonna put it into Google Docs, and then you're going to type anything else that the thing missed, and make sure that you are really, really robust with it. After you've typed the whole thing out, it should be very, very long because you've done a lot and you've worked really hard. You're then going to pull it out of that Google Doc. You're going to put it back in the AI tool, and then you're going to ask that AI tool to condense it, because ain't nobody reading all that, but it needs to look full. After it condenses that, you're going to put that on your LinkedIn thing. So it's nice and long, but it's concise and it's full, and it shows the pathway that you've taken to get to where you are today. Once you do that, you make sure you fill out your about section. Again, you can leverage AI to support you with it, but make sure it has your tonality, because people can read through if it's fake. So just make sure that it has your tonality in it. And then what you're going to do is 2 or 3 times a week minimum, you're going to put a notification to yourself in your phone, and you are going to repost, heart, comment, like things that resonate with you in the particular field that you are pursuing. So if you are pursuing a career in healthcare, 3 times a week, 2 times a week minimum, repost, comment, heart, like, interact with posts, companies, things that you resonate with. Authenticity. Do not just do it to do it, because it's not going to sit with you. This is important for 2 reasons. 1, it looks like you are tapped in. At this stage, especially with how saturated the market is right now, employers want to feel like you are engaged with what's going on in their industry and that you are in tune with what's going on in the industry. If there's no activity on that page, then it feels like, unfortunately, for a lot of folks, not everyone, again, this is my experience, it feels to a lot of employers like, okay, well, they're not up to date with what's going on, right? And they're not actively networking. I know, but hey, listen, stick with me. The other reason why it's important is because you'll actually be learning and staying in tune with things as you do that. So as you align yourself with things that resonate, you can continue to learn things, which will aid you as we get to the other parts of the process. I specifically shared reposting, hearting, liking things, because I recognize that if you've got kids, you've got dogs, you've got lives, you've got jobs, and you're applying to a bunch of different things, you don't have time to sit there all day and kiki it with people on the internet specific to networking and all of that. I get it. So making your own posts, making your own knowledge leadership, to start, just repost, reshare, comment, add your comments. Like, it has a little thing that says repost with your comments, and that will help you not only stay tapped in, but it'll also showcase visibility. 3 times a week to start. And the reason why that's also important is when you repost something that somebody does that resonates with you, connect with them, send a connection, and then respond, like message them privately. I've had people do this all the time where they're like, hey, I really appreciated what you shared. It really resonated with me. I hope we can connect. The worst thing they can say is no, but if you really genuinely connected with their work or what they said or the company or the whatever, they will most likely connect with you. That is how you're building an authentic network with people that you actually resonate with instead of like numbers or whatever. And you can do that pretty quickly based off of your bandwidth. The other thing is that, this is gonna sound so silly, but take pictures, have somebody take pictures of you at events. If you're going to networking events, if you are going to conferences, if you're going to networking coffees, if you are going to anything, webinars, take pictures of yourself, ask somebody in the room to take a picture of you and have like 3 or 4 pictures and post a LinkedIn post about your experience at the event. Again, you can leverage AI if you don't have a ton of time, because who does? But put that in there and just be like, hey, I had such a great time at this coffee chat with such and such person, tag them. It was really great chatting with them, and these are some of the things that I learned while I was chatting with them. Be real, do not lie, but show where you are, show what you're doing. Again, it shows that you're tapped in, it shows that you're engaged, and it helps. It really does when it gets down to the wire. And then the other piece that I would say as it relates to LinkedIn is just make sure that as you are connecting with people, that you are being intentional about your network. Yes, it's great to cast a wide net and absolutely do that to start, especially if you don't have one right now. But it is great for you to connect with people that you genuinely resonate with to start, because then you're connected with a bunch of people that you actually would want to network with or want to get coffee with, as opposed to a bunch of people, well, this recruiter or this person said I need to connect with a bunch of people, and you might not even like those people. And obviously, as you continue to grow in your career, that's going to change. You're going to connect with a bunch of people that, you meet at all different walks of life. But at least to start, like having folks in that space, like podcasters, like look up, I do this all the time. If there's a podcaster that I have heard and a career podcaster that I really like, or somebody in my industry that I really like, I will find them on LinkedIn and I'll connect with them and I'll send them a message and I'll say, hey, I really appreciated your commentary on this podcast that I listened to, and I'd love to be connected. Every time I've done that, people have connected with me. But again, it's because it was authentic. As leaders, we're getting spammed all the time. So please do not hear this feedback and be like, great, I'm going to make a connection. I'm going to spam all these leaders. I'm going to be like, hey, I really like what you're doing at this. No. Your responses should be authentic. And again, this doesn't have to be a huge lift. 3 times a week, set aside an hour if you can, if you have capacity, to do the liking, following, reposting, whatever, and then sending out intentional connections, listening